So today's topic is Bhagavan Tattva. So if you see the Bhagavan Tattva, it is one of the 9 important tattvas. What is tattva? Tattva means philosophy, some truth. So truth. It is eternal truth. So it's very important. Actually, there are 18 kinds of tattvas, not just 9, 18. So out of that, I am only showing only 9 of them. Guru Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Abhideya Tattva, Sakti Tattva, Nama Tattva, Bhagavan Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Bhakta Tattva, and Prema Tattva. So, out of these 9, we are just trying to go to Bhagavan Tattva. In fact, I wanted to go through Guru Tattva and all those in systematically, but today I just want to just get into that then we will go systematically. So if you see Bhagavan Tattva, what is it? It is the truth about Bhagavan, Lord Sri Krishna. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the Supreme God. So he is the origin of everything. So the children also might have learned already this sloka. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vikraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So like that it goes. So Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the Supreme Godhead. He has an eternal blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. Everything comes from him only, Krishna only. So he has no other origin. He doesn't come from anyone else. He is the origin of everything. So he is the prime cause of all the causes. Whatever that happens, everything is under his control. So also in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Pitaham Masya Jagato Mata Datta Pitamaha. So he says, I am the father and mother of all the universes, the material and spiritual worlds. I am the grandfather and the grandmost father. So there is no one above him. So, however, Lord Krishna has many kinds of energies. They are called Sakti. Sakti. Sakti means energy. So his primary energy is Radharani, from whom all the goddesses representing different energies manifest. So Krishna we are talking about today, and also immediately the Sakti Tattva also comes in. That Sakti, that is potency or the energy is from Krishna. So one is called Saktiman. Saktiman who possesses, who controls, he has the energy. That is Saktiman. Saktiman means one who possesses that. And what is Sakti? Purna Sakti means complete Sakti, perfect. Okay, he is all the Saktis. That is Purna means complete. So these two put together is called Paratattva. Para means is spiritual or the absolute, the highest knowledge. Highest knowledge is Paratattva. So what is the Paratattva? 2 things. Bhagavan and his potency, his energy. So Bhagavan is Purna Saktiman, he possesses the Sakti, and Purna Sakti is Radharani. That is why we say Radha Purna Sakti, Krishna Purna Sakti Man. See, Radha is Purna Sakti. But who is the one who possesses that, who has that, is Krishna. So that is why we say Radha Krishna. Then Dui Vastu Bedanai Sastra Paramana. What that means is, but we are seeing one who is the possessor of the Sakti and another one is Sakti. Actually, there is no difference. There is no difference. Okay, so there is no difference. Intrinsically there is no difference, but externally we see some difference. Okay, so Radha is Purna Sakti, Krishna is Purna Saktiman. Okay, so Radha Krishna covers everything There is nothing above them. Okay? And now let us go a little more. 3 activities of Swarupa Sakti. So, Krishna has primary Sakti is Radharani. He also has subordinate from Radharani, there are more Saktis. So, this is called Swarupa Sakti, means his expansions. His Swarupa means forms. What are those? Andaranga Sakti. Andaranga Sakti means internal personal manifestations, is internal potency. Jiva Sakti means we are all Jivatmas. So many unlimited Jivatmas. We are all Jivas. So we are also came from his Jiva Sakti. So from his Jiva Sakti, we all the Jivas came. Then also there is another one called Maya Sakti or Bahiranga Sakti. So this Maya or Bahiranga Sakti is all the Jada or the material worlds which has no consciousness as we. That is Jada Sakti. Okay, now let us get into more details. Now this Antaranga Sakti that I just talked about, this Antaranga, with his Antaranga or internal Sakti, Lord Krishna expands into 2. First, okay, see the diagram now? So, this Lord Krishna, where is he? He is in Goloka Vrindavan. If you see the left picture, on the top, you see Radha Krishna there in Goloka Vrindavan. So, there, how all these things happen? That Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, who is the Saktiman, divides into 2. Why? Because Lord desires to perform some activities, some leelas, isn't it? You see, I take the children, all the children, they always want to do something or other. They are not going to sit quiet. That's not our swabha. Our nature of the jiva is to always do something or other. Like Brahma is also doing the same thing. So we are also like small mini Brahmas. So why we are trying to do these so many activities? Because we came from Krishna, and Krishna is not just sitting and just sleeping. He is active. So he wants to perform wonderful leelas, activities. They are called divine activities because he is spiritual. So because Bhagavan is always active, as we also came from him, we are also active. Okay, so Bhagavan wants to create so many wonderful worlds. Worlds and spiritual world and the material worlds. Then he wanted to also enjoy. Isn't it? Why we want to enjoy? You see, nobody in this world wants to suffer. Everybody wants to enjoy. Why? Why is that? Because we came from Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and Bhagavan Sri Krishna is always blissful and enjoying. That is why we want to enjoy. So we are inheriting his quality. Yeah. So Bhagavan wants to enjoy too, right? So what he does? He also, first what he does is, in order to create the spiritual and the material worlds, from him comes Balaram. And then from his right side, Balaram comes. And from left side, Radharani comes. So this Radharani is called Haladini Sakti. Of course, he is the Sakti of everything, but she is personally Haladini Sakti, means the one who gives pleasure, one who gives Krishna happy, and that is only Radharani. So Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, expands into 2. Okay, Balaram and Radharani. Okay, Balaram is the one who is really going to be taking care of creating all the material and spiritual worlds, all called dhams. Thus, everything we see in this world are creating so many. Remember, isn't it? In this world, what is happening? We are creating and destroying, again and again, and also we want to enjoy. So these are all happening here. So Lord Krishna also wants to do the same thing. So we are only mimicking in the microcosmic level, and he is doing in the macrocosmic level. That is the only difference. So this is the secret behind everything in the spiritual and material worlds. So it is the will of Bhagavan that everything is going on. And then what happens? Lord Balaram then expands again. He expands 2 times. So here I am showing the first quadruple expansion. Why it's called quadruple? Quadruple means 4. One Balaram becomes 4 forms. See the circle wire that I am really putting there. See? You see that from Balaram? So he becomes 4. Vasudeva, Moola Sankarshana, Pratyumna, Aniruddha. Okay, 4. Vasudeva, Moola Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. This is 4. And similarly, Radharani also expands into so many gopis. Gopis are the one who really enjoy with Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Then also from her comes so many queens. They are all going to Dwaraka. I will cover that. Then also from her comes Yogamaya. What is this Yogamaya? This Yogamaya is very special. Yogamaya is the one who arranges so many leelas, so many activities for Krishna and all his associates and his devotees, everybody to enjoy together. That is the purpose of Yogamaya. Now this Yogamaya is also something special. Okay, now see the Yogamaya, where is he now? This Yogamaya is actually in the spiritual world. If we see the diagram on the left side, the Yogamaya is I am putting in the spiritual world. And then if you see the whole chart, the top is the spiritual world, and in the middle you see Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti that is what they call Brahman. Then below that is all the material worlds, so many galaxies and clusters and super clusters and everything is all coming down. Now here also we are all under the control of another, these are the Maya. This is Mahamaya, Durga Devi. See, you all must have heard about Durga Devi. So this Durga Devi is none other than the reflection or the shadow of Yogamaya. The Yogamaya is in the spiritual world, and this Mahamaya, Durga Devi, is controlling all these material worlds. Okay. Now if you see the top, you see the top is Goloka Vrindavan, and just below they are Madhura, Dwaraka and Ayodhya. Then below that is all the Vaikuntha planets. So many Vaikuntha planets are there. And below that is Kailash. That is Sadashiva Loka. Okay. So now you are grasping it. Okay. All right. So now you know Yogamaya, you know Mahamaya, and also now we have covered the 4 expansions now. These expansions, now we will get into more detail what they are. What exactly they are really going to do. So some interesting things happen. I told you Vasudeva, Moola Sankarshana, Aniruddha and Pradyumna. Pradyumna and Aniruddha, right? You see what happens is in the spiritual world, which you see on the left side, on the top I said Dwaraka, Madhura, and also Ayodhya, right? Let us take the Madhura and Dwaraka. Here, Krishna is actually the Krishna that we see, who gave Bhagavad Gita and who was in Dwaraka, right, with Arjun and all the big that the Mahabharata war happened. That was done by this particular Vasudeva. So this Vasudeva Krishna is Dwaraka Krishna. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so are you following now? See the circle now. So this Vasudeva becomes what? Dwaraka Krishna. And the Mula Sankarishna becomes that Balaram. Balaram is there in Dwaraka also, Madura Dwaraka also. That Balaram is actually who is Mula Sankarshana. Then Pratimna, he becomes the son of Dwaraka Krishna. Then what about Aniruddha? Aniruddha bonds as the son of that Pratimna. That way, this Aniruddha is the grandson for Krishna. This was how they all appeared. Okay? So Mula Sankarshana becomes Balarama in Madura and Dwaraka. Pratimna appears as the son of Dwaraka Krishna. Aniruddha appeared as the son of Pratimna. So that way he is a grandson of Dwaraka Krishna. Okay? So Vasudeva Krishna, this is actually Vasudeva Krishna. The Swayam Bhagavan Krishna is up there. Okay, who divided? So there are differences. Now let us go again, see more detail. I am just giving some more detail about here now. Okay, so here now you see the Balarama there and the Radharani on the other side, and Dwaraka queens, right? She becomes Dwaraka queens, and they are all getting married to Vasudeva Krishna, Dwaraka Krishna. Now there is another thing happening. What is that? See the circle again? So you see that again, this Vasudeva Krishna also becomes Lord Ram. And then this Mula Sankarshana becomes Lakshmana. And then Pratimna becomes Bharata. And Aniruddha becomes Shatrughna. You know, these four of Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, who really appeared here in the Treta Yuga. In the Bharat. You all know that. You all know the Ramayana. So they are none other than, they came from this expansion. First quadruple expansion. Quad means four. First time he expands into four. Then each one I explained. Right? So on the Dwaraka and Madura side, I explained already. And now I am also talking about this Ram Parivar, Ram, Lakshmana, everybody. Where do they go? Where do they decide? Below this Madura, Dwaraka, right? Dwaraka, Madura that I am talking about, just below that, look at the arrow, there is a place called Ayodhya. Or it is called Saket. It's a two names, Saket. So they reside there. Okay? So now also what I am also putting, there is an arrow coming from Radharani to Lord Ram. What is that? Sita Devi. So that Sita Devi is also a expansion of from Radharani only, because Radharani is the Purna Sakti. All the goddesses and queens and all those, they are all Saktis. Sakti. Okay? So the Sita Devi also again expansion of Radharani only. Okay? And also she is also Bhakti Devi. Okay, now you understand, okay, how the first quadruple expansion from Balaram, correct, how the whole thing is all happening. Okay, now let us look into one more expansion. So what happens is, this Balaram, when he expands into four, he makes another expansion at the same time, kind of carbon copy. You know, suppose you have the carbon copy, you make one and then another copy comes there. It is something like that, but this is happening in a lower dimension. You see the left picture? It happens further down. So the first quadruple expansion happens in the Madura, Dwaraka and Ayodhya, Saket level. Now you have to come down to Vaikuntha level. Vaikuntha. Okay, now you see this Balarama. In the second quadruple expansion, he again becomes Vasudeva. This is the second quadruple Vasudeva. Then he also becomes Maha Sankarshan, not Mula Sankarshan. Mula Sankarshan happens in the top. Okay? And here in the second quadruple expansion, Maha Sankarshan happens. And then Pratimna and Aniruddha again they really come here. Okay? Now another very interesting thing happens. Okay, so this is Balaram's second quadruple expansions. Now look at each of them. Okay, look at where I have really circled there. Okay, each of those, who are they? Vasudeva, Mahasankarshana, Pratimna, Aniruddha. They now becomes another. This is Vaikunta region. And this Vasudeva, the second quadruple expansion Vasudeva becomes Lord Narayana. So he is the owner and controller of all the Vaikunta planets. And then this Mahasankarshana, what happens is now he becomes Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. Okay, Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. Okay, very carefully. Children especially will grasp very quickly, and that is why I am going slowly. So the second quadruple expansion, who are Vasudeva, Mahasankarshana, Pratimna and Aniruddha become what? Vasudeva becomes the Vaikunta Natha, who is Lord Sriman Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan. And then Mahasankarshan becomes Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. Okay. Now also if you see, Sadashiva has another name called Shankar. You know, Shankar, right? Shankar. You must have heard about the Shankar. What is the meaning of Shankar? Shankar means who came from Sankarshan. This Mahasankarshan, not Mula Sankarshan. Mahasankarshan came, Sadashiva came. So that is why his name is Shankar. So when he is meditating, actually Shankar, that is Sadashiva, is meditating on his souls, who is Mahasankarshan. So this is how the whole thing comes there. Then what about the Pratimna? Pratimna becomes Garbhogadasai Vishnu. This Vishnu is the one we all normally call Vishnu. That is this Vishnu. That is Garbhogadasai Vishnu. I will explain more. This Aniruddha becomes Shirakodasa Sai Vishnu. He is Paramatma. Okay, you understand now? Vasudeva becomes Lord Narayan. Mahasankarshan, from him Mahavishnu comes. He is also called Karanodakasai Vishnu. And Sadashiva comes. Pratimna, Garbhodasai Vishnu, not one. He makes so many expansions. I will explain. Then Aniruddha is Paramatma. He is the Shirokadai Sai Vishnu. Okay, now let us see. Radharani. Now look at the Radharani side. Because I covered about Yogamaya, I covered about, and also Gopis I covered about that, I am not putting here. Then Dwaraka queens I covered. Then now look at down. This Vaikunta Nada, Sriman Narayan, Mahalakshmi. You know Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi Narayana. That Mahalakshmi comes from Radharani. And then again further down, that from Mahalakshmi comes Ramadevi and Parvati. Ramadevi becomes the consort of who? Mahavishnu. Karanokadaya Vishnu. And now this the Parvati Devi becomes the consort of Shankar, Sadashiva. See, look at how Radharani is supplying everybody. Then even now look at what is that? Garbhodasai Vishnu. And this Garbhodasai Vishnu, so many, one for every Brahmanda. Okay, every Brahmanda there is a Garbhodasai Vishnu. So Lakshmis, so many Lakshmis are supplied by Radharani only. And then again, also Shirogadasai Vishnu, that also we have Lakshmi. Everybody is supplied by. So all the goddesses came from Radharani. Okay, all right. Now hope that you have understood. Now look at the whole picture now. See, everything, whatever I was covering step at a time, now you see the whole picture. See that Krishna became Balaram and Radharani, and from Radharani came what? Yogamaya. Yogamaya is actually there in the spiritual world. Her shadow reflected in the Brahman becomes Mahamaya, who is Durga Devi. And then here first quadruple expansion I explained Vasudeva, Mula Sankarshana, Pratyumna, Aniruddha. So this Vasudeva on the right side, he becomes the Dwaraka Krishna, and then the Mula Sankarshana becomes the Balaram of Madhura Dwaraka, and then Pradyumna becomes the son of Krishna, Aniruddha becomes the grandson of Krishna. Okay, that is that side. And then the left side again, Vasudeva becomes Lord Rama, and then Mula Sankarshana becomes Lakshmana, and then Pradyumna becomes Bharata, and Aniruddha becomes Shatrugna. Then second expansion, right? Again Vasudeva, this Vasudeva is Lord Narayana, and for him, from Radharani comes Mahalakshmi, and then after that Mahasankarshan, he becomes Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, and for them Sri Radharani supplies as Ramadevi and Parvati for them each respectively, and the Pradyumna is the Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu, that is again Lakshmi, and Kshiropadaya Vishnu is Aniruddha, again Lakshmi. So now you got the full picture. Okay, now let me get into little more detail. Here, I talked about 3 Vishnus. There are 3 Vishnus. What are those? Mahavishnu. This Mahavishnu also has a name called Karanotaka Sai Vishnu. Karana means cause. Cause of what? Cause of all the creation, all the Brahmandas, so many universes, everything came from Mahavishnu's pores. He breathes out. See the picture? Picture at the left side. Karanodakasai Vishnu, Mahavishnu, that's only one. Huh? So he breathes so many universes. So Karana means causal. That means there is a reason. Everything comes from him. Udaka, Karana Udaka. Udaka means beyond. Beyond what? Beyond the material worlds. He is actually beyond there. Then Udaka, then Sai means sleeping. Sleeping on the Sayana. Sleeping on his bed, who is also Ananda Sesha. Who is also Balaram only. Then Vishnu actually means one who pervades everywhere. Okay, so that's Mahavishnu. Then look at now the next one. Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu is also called Krishna Garbha. There are other names are also there. He is also called Brahmanda Vishnu. Why Brahmanda Vishnu? This Vishnu, this Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu is in every Brahmanda. One like that. Because when Mahavishnu is breathing out universes, every universe, we need one Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu. And then also one Shiva also comes there. So this Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu is so many, unlimited. I mean, as many universes, as many this Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu. Garbhodaya means what? Krishna Garbha. That is the Brahmanda. He is the one who is really in charge of that. Okay? So he is the one who maintains that particular Brahmanda. That Brahmanda is actually the CEO of the Brahmanda is Brahma. That is why Brahma Anda. Brahmanda. So we can call him as Brahmanda Vishnu because he is the one who is maintaining there. Then the third one I mentioned that Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is Paramatma. This is the Vishnu who is lying in the milk ocean. And he is also pervaded everywhere. And he is in the heart of every jiva. Every jiva, in our heart, Paramatma is there. This Paramatma is this Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. And he also entered into every single atom. Remember, like scientists are telling, then inside the atom, there are protons and neutrons and electrons, just like it's rotating so fast, right? Who is doing it? Somebody has to do that to happen. It is because this Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu entered everywhere. There is not even a place where he is not there. And all the avatars, remember we have heard about so many avatars. So many avatars are coming, not just 10. 10 are just one, just a hand pick. But all the avatars, he is the one who is really initiating through him, everything coming, and enters through the Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu into the Brahmanda. So the entrance Entrance to the Brahmanda for all the avatars is this Garbhoga Sai Vishnu, but coming through Kshiroga Sai Vishnu. And again coming down all the way from Krishna only. Krishna is the cause of all the causes, isn't it? He is the Anadir Adi, Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karana. He is the one from where everything is actually happening. In fact, all these creation, Krishna is not going to do it by himself. He only thinks. In the Bible also it is said, Lord just wished that there must be creation and it happened. He only wishes. That's what happens. Okay, now you know in a nutshell, what was the thing? I told Lord Krishna wanted to create, to just like a play toy. Remember, children really play with the toys. They make these, make that, and they go to beach and they make some nice sand, with the structures and everything, and out of sand they make so many things, castle, sand castle they do. And then after that, what happens in the evening? Oh, now the mother says, okay, let's go. All right, it's now late. Okay, play is enough. The child just gives the kicks. The castle collapses, destroys. Then next day again, or sometime he comes again and makes another castle again. So it is creation, destruction always happening. But then, in that, we the Jivatmas come here. So when we come, who has to take care? That is why this Vishnu, Garbhodaya Sai Vishnus, make sure that everything is happening correctly. All these bad people are killed or, annihilated. Like that he does that. Right? And also to take care of every jiva, this Kshiroga Sai Vishnu enters in our heart. And he is the one who is making our digestion to work, the disease to be cured. Who is in the night when you are sleeping, your heart is not stopping. Your lungs are not stopping. Isn't it? You don't have any control. You are sleeping. Who is doing it then? Who is making your heart to keep on beating correctly? And then who is digesting whatever that you have ate? You ate some pizza or something funny and it's very difficult to digest. You cannot do anything. It has to be done only by this Paramatma only. So he digests. That's why Bhagavad Gita he says, I am the one who digests your food also. I am also the one who is supplying you the food. You are eating and you cannot even digest. I have to be there to digest. And I have to maintain you. And the same way, when we leave the body, he is the one who is really telling, okay, like this, go through this nose, or go through his eyes, or go through the skull, or something like that. And so that then the next birth, we know where to go. Like that it happens, right? Anyway, I will be finishing soon. Now look at this slide. I am just showing only one universe. Each universe is really coming from that. See that the thing is there now? All the bubbles that are all coming, these are coming from Mahavishnu. But now you take only just one bubble, one single bubble, out of millions of or unlimited bubbles. Each bubble represents a Brahmanda. That Brahmanda is the one where I told that Garbhoga Sai Vishnu enters. Right? I showed the picture there. Balaram's second quadruple expansion. That is where the Garbhoga Sai Vishnus are coming, because there are so many of them. And this particular universe called Anda, Brahmanda. See, Brahma is ruling a Anda. What is Anda means egg. It is a egg shaped. See that? It's like egg shaped. This is what the whole Purusha Shukta that so many Brahmins sing. It is about this one only. Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishvato Bhrutta Atyadishtatta Sangulam Purusha Evadagam Sarvam Yadbhutam Yachabu Abhavyam. Like that it goes. I really studied all the Vedas, by the way. There was nice, it was so many years back. I went and studied all these things completely, so many, every big classes. And in fact, all the Sakasha series of Purusha, everything I had to suppose to recite. Then I studied Sanskrit afterwards. Because the thing is, if you know Sanskrit, then so many things will really come to you. It's very, very easy to grasp so many divine divine secrets. Okay, so now in a nutshell, what happens now? What exactly this Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu is doing? The anda, like the egg-shaped Brahmanda. See, even the scientists are showing that. Remember, like those galaxies and all, they are all elliptical shape. So many things are there. Anyway, now from his navel, that a small the stem, a lotus stem sprouts from, because when the Brahmanda is made by Mahavishnu, and then this Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu enters in it, and just he rests there at the bottom. See the picture at the bottom, and then now the whole activity, everything happens. Every Brahmanda, by the way, how many Brahmandas we have? Unlimited Brahmandas. We are not able to even see what is there on the moon. See, we are trying to find whether there is water in the moon, at least on the other side or not, and we have challenges. And then we are trying to understand sun. We have no way. There is nothing. And so many planetary planets are there. We are not able to understand. So different, so difficult. Now from that lotus stem and grows, and at the top comes Brahmadev. Brahma is actually a Jivatma most of the time. Any qualified Jivatma, when the Jivatma has really done all the lives so perfectly, he is qualified to become a Brahma. So that Brahma appears on as a flower at the top. So you see that in there. Now what is there inside the stem? This is very interesting. 14 planetary systems are there. 14 planetary systems, not one or two. 14 planetary systems. Can we see all of them? No. We are seeing only one plane. Our world is in one plane. And whatever that we are seeing is not all the 14. Now, for example, when we leave the body, we come out of this body, and we will immediately see the next world, which is called, this Bhuloka, then Bhuvarloka. Bhuvarloka, all the ghostlies and goblins and all those who have left their body before, they are all will be living there in that loka. This is called Pitraloka or Bhuvarloka. It is also like a heaven kind of thing. But then again, if you really go further up there, then you have so many higher lokas are there. I will cover that separately. So, in these seven lokas up and 7 lokas down, somewhere there in the up loka is heaven. Heaven is there in only one plane. It is the quarters for the demigods. 330 million demigods are there to run this Brahmanda, our Brahmanda alone. So the heaven is their headquarters. But when you do punyas, when you do some good deeds, you will be allowed to really go to there to enjoy for some time. You understand? So but then you have to really again come back. Anyway, I will cover all those as we go later. So now I think this is what I wanted you to understand is the expansion. Krishna wants to create and enjoy. So become Balaram, Radharani, and then now I talked about all the quadruple expansion, everything's coming there. Okay, so we touched all the way to this. Okay, so anyway, so this is all now that Mahavishnu, who is Karanodaya is Vishnu, and see the small bubble, anda means like a egg shape that I told you. And now with this I am going to complete something more about this Paramatma that I talked about. Kshiroka the Sai Vishnu. I told you what? He is in every atom. And he is in the heart of every jiva. So when a jiva is really getting into a body, Paramatma also takes a form and then, gets along with the jiva and stays in that body all the time. And he is also called Chaitya Guru. This Paramatma, who is Shiroka Sai Vishnu, is called Paramatma. I mentioned, he is there in every with our Atma. We are Jivatma, he is Paramatma. It's like two birds sitting in one tree. So look at the picture now. If we see the picture at the left side, see there are two birds. So one bird is Jivatma. He's always doing something. Remember, he's really, he's trying to fly or something like that. Just galloping the wings. That is Jivatma. Then nearby, another bird is also sitting. He is Paramatma. He is watching what Jivatma is doing. And that is a form coming from all the way to Krishna, all the way from Krishna. And we are sleeping though. Spiritually we are sleeping though. So that is why the Jivatma is, because he is sleeping, and eventually later by some way or other, by hearing, so many kirtans and these, hearing Harikatha and also about Krishna, he becomes awakened. When he is awakened, then this Paramatma becomes Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru is the one who gives the connection to associate with Krishna devotees so that you can grow spiritually. Okay? Until then it will be sleeping only. Jiva is sleeping means Paramatma is also sleeping. And when the Jiva gets awakened spiritually, then Paramatma immediately starts working as a Chaitya Guru. He connects to a Guru when the soul awakens. He is also the one who witnesses everything, whatever we do. He doesn't eat anything, he doesn't need anything at all. But the Jivatmas are trying to eat this and everything, enjoy here. But during that time, he does good karma or bad karma. So, but this Paramatma is a witness to whatever the soul, Jivatma, has really done. So, he is the one who awards good thing or bad thing, hell or heaven. He is like a blind judge. If we do good karma, we'll be put in heaven. If we do bad karma, we'll be put in hell. But if you are spiritually awakening, then you really go higher lokas, above heaven, Siddha lokas, Jnana lokas, Tapa lokas, all like the lokas, I will cover later. And that is different. But here the heaven and hell is only for karma related, not bhakti related. Bhakti has nothing to do going to heaven or hell. It is to do with our karma only. Doesn't matter what belief you have, what religion you have. This is karmic level. If you do good karma, you go to heaven. And bad karma, hell. Who does that? Paramatma. And he does not hesitate because like a blind judge. If you did bad thing, no hesitation for him. He throw you in hell. If you did good thing, he will put you in heaven. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, I am neutral to everyone. What is that he is referring to? Bhagavan is not neutral. He is telling us himself by Paramatma. As Paramatma, he is neutral. He is neutral to everyone because judge is neutral to everyone. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it says something different. I am partial to my devotee, he says. What is this? This is Bhagavan. So there is a difference already we are seeing. What is Bhagavan and what is Paramatma? Do we need Paramatma? We do not want Paramatma. Paramatma is helping us as a Chaitya Guru, that is what we want. But the thing is, we should go above karma, above karmic levels, only in bhakti, so that we can go higher and higher and higher, above this heaven. And in fact, if you are really a good Krishna devotee, you will bypass everything altogether and get away from here and go to the Vaikunta and above, okay, which will go as we go. Okay, so what we really want is Bhagavan. But there are three ways people realize the Bhagavan, Paramatma and Brahman. So what is that? Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti saptyaye. So he says, this Bhagavan is the original from whom Brahmajyoti comes as his effulgence, and Paramatma, his reflection coming in every jiva. But we want only Bhagavan. Only Bhagavan we want. Okay? So that is where we have to go. Not to heaven, not to hell. That's not, whatever Krishna gives, that's not a problem. But this is the destination of the pure devotees. Pure souls will go here to Goloka Vrindavan. We want Bhagavan Sri Krishna, not any other form. And he is dancing there all the time. Dances and dances and dances. And this Goloka Vrindavan is so good. So good. So, a intelligence who has known about this truth which I was talking about, what he will do? Andavattu palam tesham tadvavyati alpamedasham devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. What he is saying is, only the men of small intelligence, they will run to this kind of worship. Remember, there was a nice posting, actually, posted by Prabhu. My God, look at the religions they really have. This is ridiculous. This is only because they are not having intelligence. They run like this. That's what he is saying. Men of small intelligence worship all these demigods, this God, that God, this everything, trying to go to heaven. Heaven is not the place we are supposed to go. No. And what? Because of their less intelligence and going to worship these devas, their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods will go to the planets of those demigods. We haven't covered everything yet. Every demigod, they have their own small loka. Not every demigod, the cheap demigods. Otherwise, they're all there in the heaven. So, this is what. But what is it saying? My devotees, ultimately, he will, because of his intelligence, right intelligence, he will worship me alone, only me, and they will come back to me and reach my supreme planet. Mat bhakta yanti mamapi. They will come to me. Like that. So that is why Sadatam Kirtayando Mam. So what do? What do my devotees do? Sadatam Kirtayando Mam Yadandaccha Trutva Vritaha Namas Yandaccha Mam Bhaktya Nitya Yukta Upashate. Always my devotee will be chanting my glories, singing my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, accepting Guru, and these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion, and they will come to me. So you are all so lucky, especially coming under Gurudev. He is Yuga Acharya. Remember, all the Brajavasis, everybody, you anonymously said, yes, our Gurudev awarded Yuga Acharya. Who is Yuga Avatar? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Yuga Acharya? Awarded to our Gurudev. No one else. But he refused to say, no, only what Rupa Goswami is the one who is eligible. I am not eligible. But they forced him to take. But even then he did not accept. Look at that, where we are situated now. How many births, if you have really done so much of Sukruti, you would really receive to God this kind of shelter. Isn't it? It's a time to cry. And make use of it. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare